Hey guys, welcome back to Roasted Studios. Thank you so much for joining me today for a Spreaker. I found an article on Vanity Fair. I don't know if you guys heard about Marilyn Manson is being accused of abuse. And some of the abuses he's accused of is that of the narcissistic abuse. So I thought it was a really interesting article. I wanted to take a look and see what you guys think. So, and I quote, here's the title of the article. "He horrifically abused me for years. Evan Rachel Wood and other women make allegations of abuse against Marilyn Manson." And there's an update here. It says Manson responds on Instagram, calling accusations horrible distortions of reality. His record label drops them, and even Rose McGowan, his ex-girlfriend, who's also an actress, spoke out in support of the accusers. Let's take a look at this article by Maureen Ryan. And I quote, "In the past, actor and activist Evan Rachel Wood has spoken about the alleged abuse she was subjected to by an unnamed ex. In an Instagram post early morning, she put a name to that allegation. The name of my abuser is Brian Warner, also known to the world as Marilyn Manson," she wrote. "He started grooming me when I was a teenager and horrifically abused me for years. I was brainwashed and manipulated into submission. I am done living in fear of retaliation, slander, or blackmail. I am here to expose this dangerous man and call out the many industries that have enabled him before he ruins any more lives. I stand with the many victims who will no longer be silent." In a show of solidarity, at least 4 other women posted their own allegations against Manson, detailing harrowing experiences that they claim included sexual assault, psychological abuse, and/or various forms of coercion, violence, and intimidation. After being quickly dropped by his record label, Loma Vista, and cut off from a TV series, Manson posted a statement to his Instagram account, making a sweeping denial without addressing any of the women's specific allegations. And I quote, "Obviously, my art and my life have long been magnets for controversy, but these recent claims about me are horrible distortions of reality. My intimate relationships have always been entirely consensual with like-minded partners. Regardless of how and why, others are now choosing to misrepresent the past. That is the truth." Wood, now 33 years of age and a star of HBO's Westworld, has said that she met shock rocker Manson when she was only 18 years of age, and he was 36. And in 2018, Wood testified before a House Judiciary Committee as part of an effort to get the Sexual Assault Survivors Bill of Rights passed in all 50 states. She says her experience with domestic violence was this: toxic mental, physical, and sexual abuse, which started slow but escalated over time, including threats against her life, severe gaslighting and brainwashing, waking up to the man that claimed to love her, raping her, what believed to be her unconscious body, she told the subcommittee, though she did not name a perpetrator at the time. The following year, she testified before California legislators on behalf of the Phoenix Act, legislation that altered the statute of limitations for crimes involving domestic violence. Now, in 2009, in an article in Spin, Manson was quoted as saying of Wood, "He has fantasies every day about smashing her skull in with a sledgehammer." Now, last year when that comment was brought up by a music journalist, a representative for Manson noted that the comment was obviously a theatrical rock star interview promoting a new record and not a factual account. Wood and Manson were engaged in 2010 before breaking up. According to The Hollywood Reporter, in May of 2018, months after the Me Too movement began sweeping through the entertainment industry, a police report was filed against Manson, citing unspecified sex crimes that allegedly took place in 2011. And in August of 2018, the Los Angeles District's Attorney Office announced that it was declining to pursue that case because of lack of corroborating evidence. Now, at that time, Manson's attorney, Howard E. King, told The Hollywood Reporter that the allegations made to the police were and categorically denied by Mr. Warner and are either completely delusional or part of a calculated attempt to generate publicity. Any claim of sexual impropriety or imprisonment at that or any other time is false. Here are excerpts from other statements that named Manson on Monday. Here's a statement from Ashley Walters. She says she continues to suffer from PTSD and struggles with depression. She stayed in touch with quite a few people who went through their own traumas under his control. As we all struggled as survivors to do to get through our lives, I'd keep hearing stories disturbingly similar to my own experiences. It became clear the abuse that he caused, he continues to inflict on so many others. I cannot stand by and let this happen to others. Brian Warner needs to be held accountable. Here's a statement from Sarah McNeely. I have been afraid to bring any spotlight upon myself as to avoid winding up in his crosshairs again. As a result of the way that he treated me, I suffer from mental health issues and PTSD that have affected my personal and professional relationships, self-worth, and personal goals. I believe he gets off on ruining people's lives. I stand in support of all that have or that will come forward. I want to see Brian held accountable for his evil. According to Ashley Lindsay Morgan, and I quote, I have night terrors, PTSD, anxiety, and mostly crippling OCD. I try to wash constantly to get him out or off of me. I am coming forward so he will finally stop. And according to a woman named Gabriella, it has taken me 5 years to speak out, and I say that I was in an abusive relationship. I've been diagnosed with PTSD, and I still suffer from nightmares. I blocked out a lot of the memories, but the feelings remain and manifest in various ways. The reason I'm finally sharing this traumatic experience is for my healing and because I'm done being silent. I don't believe it's fair for someone to not be held accountable for their horrific actions. I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. And among the people to speak out in support of Wood and the other women on Monday was Manson's former fiancée, Rose McGowan, who posted a statement on Twitter that read, in part, I stand with Evan Rachel Wood and other brave women who have come forward. It takes years to recover from abuse, and I send them strength on their journey to recover. Let the truth be revealed. Let the healing begin. In addition to his career as a musician, Manson has also worked regularly as an actor. He's appeared in a number of films as well as television programs like American Gods, Salem, Sons of Anarchy, and The New Pope. He was set to appear in the 2021 series of AMC's horror anthology Creepshow, but AMC has told Vanity Fair that it will no longer air the segment of the episode starring Manson. There will be more fallout to come. California State Senator Susan Rubio is calling for the FBI and the DOJ to launch an investigation into these allegations. And in a 2019 interview, Wood said, and I quote, I used to think being strong was not being affected. And now, to me, being strong is letting it affect you, but being able to move past it and seeing the pain, walking through it, letting it flow through you, and then letting it leave. You can break and still be strong. I didn't feel comfortable passing up this story or bringing it to your guys' attention because of all of these eerily similar abuse allegations from all these different women, including the ex-fiancé of this person. Another thing is that stood out to me is, and I quote, this is his quote, Brian Warner's, that is, he has fantasies every day about smashing her skull in with a sledgehammer. Speaking that of Evan Rachel Wood, who's a fabulous actress, by the way. To me, like when we were talking about Donald Trump in the subsequent weeks, and there's people dying, people getting murdered over what happened in that situation, I was thinking, well, wait a second. If you're going to be taking someone's life, you have to have a really good reason. Whether to protect your own life, whether to protect someone else's life, you have to have a good reason to be doing something like that. Now, in terms of saying something like this, I have fantasies every day about smashing her skull with a sledgehammer. You have to have a really good reason to be saying something like that. And then I thought, well, actually, there is no reason for him to be saying that. But then, coming from that person, maybe there is a reason. What would be the reason? Well, to control somebody. And there is someone on the tail end of a comment like that, and it could be horrifically scary. And it's not nice to say that about anybody, and he doesn't have any reason. It doesn't matter that he's some eccentric, artistic, pale person with black lipstick who thinks he's cool, or maybe was cool for several years, and now he's not cool anymore because of these allegations, or maybe they're not allegations. But that's something that he said to somebody, and he said about somebody that loved him, that he said that he loved and was in a relationship with. That's not appropriate to say about anybody, regardless of who you are. And quite frankly, I'm tired of celebrities getting away with these kinds of behaviors merely because of who they are and what they've produced and of what they look like, and because of their power and their money and these power grabs. I'm tired of it. Just reading this article, in my opinion, which I'm going to throw out, I think this person is an abuser, because that is a very abusive thing to say, and he has no right to say that about anybody. But I want to know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you believe these abuse survivors? Do you believe these abuse stories? Do you believe Marilyn Manson? Maybe you're a huge fan of his. I have no idea. Let me know in the comments section. Take care. All my love. Rosa Studios out.